I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Yeah.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. He's at the 40. Jerry Rice, 82 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get the catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one off to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. That one goes for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And a first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. On the screen, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Stafford. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
They'll run it now out of the gun, and that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Eagle, eagle.
3rd and long for Vick. Jerry Rice open right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Like 22.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Give me radar.
On 1st and 10. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
On the ball, on the ball. Stay 50, stay 50.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
4 down, tag 53. Omaha, ready to move. White. Jumbo, jumbo. White 7. Look at that.
Stafford on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, 22.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone opened up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. Man open, Rice. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Barry Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a negative-yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries, but he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. Stafford looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
32.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. So tough to stop Gronk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Trips right. 21. Hey, 22. Hey, go here.
Again, it's Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Back now in Atlanta as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this is caught. That's Watkins. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Ryan on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And they'll run it here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Ryan. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Lions now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. 22!
Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And Charles, you know what coaches always...